every time we choose that different path.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Come on in the room.
Of self-belief, of self-trust. This isn't.
Good morning. I'm here. I'm here. Good morning. I just got your message. Good morning. I am here. Good morning, Jenny. Good morning, Teeks. Good morning. I just got your message. I saw them eyes come over like, oh, let's get on. Good morning, everyone. I am here. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Running a little behind, but I'm here. Where's my file? There we go. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, I just got your eyes. I'm here. I'm here. Come on in. Come on in the room. Hello, Lest. How are you? Hello, Alex. Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, Global Chick Venture. How are you? How are you doing today? Hope that you're all doing well, that you all are warm. It's still cold where I'm at. Still cold, still a lot of snow on the ground. But hey, it is what it is. Good morning, Brayden. How are you? How are you doing today? All right, come on in, double tap. Good morning, Erin. How are you? I did respond to your email. You probably responded back, but I didn't see it yet. Good morning, Katrina. How are you? How are you doing? Elijah, good morning. How are you? ZRM, good morning. All right, let's double tap, share the stream out. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let me share it out as well. Let's get the numbers up. Let's get the numbers up. So today we are on day 12. We are making our way. We're over the halfway mark. Or green card holder and interested in joining the U.S. Army. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Double tap. Thank you so much for all the roses. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the room. Double tap for me. Share the stream out. Let's share it out. Let's do that. Let's share it out. Let me find it. Okay, there we are. Let's share the stream out. Let's get the numbers up. We're almost there. Almost there. Double tap, invite somebody in, let them know we're here, we're live. 16th day of the month already. We are over the halfway mark, right? Yeah, we are. And we're over the halfway mark for our 21 days Mindset Reset Challenge as well. Hello, Kelly. Good morning. Welcome to the room. All right. We are 100 and something deep. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the room. I'm Anika V. Brown, Master Life Coach and Mentor with a focus in productivity and mindset. Welcome to my virtual space. Hit that follow button. I'm live here Mondays through Fridays, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Get connected. We're going somewhere. We're making major moves. We're transforming our mind. And in return, or on the other side of that, we're transforming our lives. All right. So welcome to the room. We like to get started with our gratitude check-in. So let's jump right into that. Go ahead and drop in the comments some things that you're absolutely grateful for today. Good morning, Patty. How are you? Drop some things in the comments that you are absolutely grateful for. What are you grateful for? Is it life, health, and strength? Good morning, Dragonfly Girl. How are you? How are you doing? I could use that sun this morning. I could definitely use that sun. It's all the snow outside. Yeah, so we're doing our gratitude check-in. Awesome. Yes, the big three. Praying for breakthrough. Awesome. Love it. Love it. Love it. Grateful for life. Yes, indeed. Love it. Grateful for life. If you are grateful for life, health, and strength, you can drop in the comments the big three. We're 154 deep. Welcome, everyone. We're doing our gratitude check-in. So go ahead and drop in the comments some things that you're absolutely grateful for. Grateful for beautiful new mercies and grace. Awesome. Love it. Grateful for everything. I love that, Jenny. Grateful for all of it. When things just start to click. Ooh, I love that. I love that. God is good. Yes, indeed, He is. Grateful for the big three. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hello, Marcelo. How are you? Welcome to the room. Good morning, everyone. If you're new here, just go ahead and hit the follow button. I'm live here Mondays through Fridays, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So get connected, okay? Hit the follow button so that you can always find me. When the live stream comes on, you will get the notification that I'm live. Thank you, Calvin, for the daily heart me. I appreciate it. Grateful for peace in my life. I love that for you, Patty. I love that for you. PSY. Good morning. How are you? Welcome to the room. All right. So that is our gratitude check-in. Now we've also made a promise to ourselves that we're going to make bold moves, and we have been doing so all year, and we want to continue to do so for the next 2 weeks that we have. We're going to continue to make bold moves. Now you're saying, oh, that's a little bit of time. How can we make bold moves in such a short period of time? Here's what you can do. Your bold move could be making some decisions. Yes, indeed. Making decisions to not do that, to do more of this, to not go there, to make sure I find myself there, right? So you're going to find places and things in your life that you got to decide, do I take this with me in the new year, or am I leaving it in the old year? So that is a bold move. Yes, another step. Absolutely. So don't get discouraged like, okay, it's only 2 weeks left in the year, like I haven't done anything yet. You can make some decisions. Yes, you can. You can make some decisions. Even if that means, okay, I'm going to make sure that I map out exactly what I want my new year to look like and how I'm going to get these things to be my reality, right? Yes, step in. Absolutely. Thank y'all for typing that. I am making bold moves and I'm keeping the promise to myself. So that's what I want you to reiterate by typing it in the comments. I am making bold moves and I'm keeping the promise that I made to myself. Keeping the promises that you make to yourself is a form of self-love and self-respect. If you don't keep the promises, you cannot expect others to keep them. All right? So you'll find that people will make you promises. They don't show up, but that's how you train them to respond. Okay? That's how you train them. So you got to make sure that you keep your word to yourself so that others will see and they'll say, oh, wait, she respects herself, so I can't come in here and do no foolishness. Okay. Good morning. She got that. How are you? Good morning, HM Lugs. How are you? How you doing? So yes, we are making bold moves and we're keeping the promise that we made to ourselves. Now let's keep it moving and we're going to move right into our prayer. We're going to pray the 23rd Psalm and then we'll move into the rest of the agenda. All right. All right. So here we go. The Lord is our shepherd. We shall not want. He makes us to lie down in green pastures. He leads us beside still waters. He restores our souls. He leads us in a path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we will fear no evil. For thou art with us, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort us. Thou preparest the table before us in the presence of our enemies. Thou anointest our heads with oil. Our cups run over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives, and we will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen, amen, and amen. Good morning, Lilia. So that is our prayer, 23rd Psalm. Yes, indeed. Thank y'all for typing amen. Hello, Robson. How are you? How are you doing today? Thank y'all so much for typing amen. Hello to all of you that are just coming in. Welcome. Hit that follow button. Good morning, Sarita. How are you? Hit that follow button. We're here live Mondays through Fridays, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time. All right. All right. Let's get right into our affirmations. Let's do that. Hello, Felipe. How are you? Good morning, Michael. Welcome to the room. All right, let's get right into our affirmations. I'm going to read through them. The humble boss, good morning. How are you? I'm going to read through them. You're going to repeat them to yourself, and then you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. Okay. Good morning, Kevin. Welcome to the room. So here we go. I am capable. I am responsible. I am grateful. I am focused on growth. I control my attitude. I am authentically me everywhere I go. I am worthy of God's best for me. I am patient with myself. I am patient with others. I have compassion for myself, and I have compassion for others. I embrace positive thinking. I welcome abundance and prosperity into my life. I am courageous and I have peace. I forgive myself and I forgive others. My spirit is renewed. My mind is free. I have a success mindset. I have a clear vision. I am a discipline builder. I am accountable to my goals. I am innovative. I am influential. I am a winner. I am healed and whole. Today I choose peace. Today I choose joy. Today I choose faith. And today I choose to flourish. I give myself permission to be successful. I give myself permission to take up space. I give myself permission to live my dreams. I give myself permission to win. I am a visionary. I see beyond my present. I think beyond limitations. I create the future. Nothing is impossible for me. Absolutely nothing is impossible for me. I can have it. I can build it. I can become it. I can heal from it. I can recover. Nothing is impossible for me. Absolutely nothing. That's the mindset I want you to stay in. Good morning, Uncle X Brand. How are you? How are you doing? Thank you for typing. I agree. Thank you. Nothing is impossible for me. I can heal. I can recover. I can be restored. I can own it. I can become it. I can launch it. I can write it. Nothing is impossible for me. Good morning, Jay. How are you? And I want you to stay right there in that mindset, okay? As we are entering, hey, Anna, how are you? How are you doing? As we are, again, 2 weeks, a little under 2 weeks away from the new year, I want you to stay in that place. Yes, Liz, I can do it. Nothing is impossible for me. I can have it. I can become it. I can do it. I can heal from it. I can recover. Nothing is impossible for me. All right. Awesome. 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 So here are your need to knows. For those of you who are new here, for the new year, we're going to be focusing on executive living. We want to operate our lives like a Fortune 500 company, right? We want to be an effective executive. We're working our way through our mindset challenge right now. So our theme for 2026 is executive living. We're going to manage our lives with strategy. We're going to grow it with vision, and we're going to scale it with faith. If you're not good at planning, not good at strategizing, I've gone ahead and mapped out all 4 quarters. So this is what we're going to be working from inside of the executive suite, which is the community that is attached to this. All right. So in another week or so, it will be open. You can get in. You can see what the first quarter assignments are for you. And let's do this thing together. All right. We're going to live the executive life all of 2026 and beyond. All right. Because the strategies that we're going to implement to see results in our lives next year, we're going to carry them on. We're going to continue to improve and build on them. All right. Let me see what you're saying, Anna. Let me translate your comment. Anyone who speaks English wants to make friend with me. Okay. All right. So that's for the blueprint. If you need more information on that, just send me a message. All right. Send me a message. The next thing, for those of you who want to work with me, you're looking for a mentor in the season. You've been struggling to strategize and execute on your major life goals, and you definitely want to do a life rebrand, a life overhaul for 2026, but you need some help with that. You can message me the word mentor And we can work together on rebranding your life, shifting your story from what it is now to what you desire it to be. What's that financial status that you desire? What's that educational status that you desire? Let's strategize and get these things done. All right. So you can message me the word mentor, and I'll help you to get enrolled in the Action Accelerator, which is my mentorship program, and we can get started working on your next major life goal. All right, so that's the word mentor that you're messaging me to get started working with me. All right, awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's see. Let me check this Christmas form. Let's check it to see what our numbers are saying. Let's see, 2. Okay. All right. Great, great, great. Okay, that's it. Again, if you have any questions for me, Gator, can you send me a DM? Send me a DM with the word mentor. Okay. Send me a message. Let me know if you know how to send a message. So send me a message with the word mentor, because I won't be able to see your comments once I log off. Okay. All right. Great. So just send me a message. Send me a message. All right, let's get into our read for today. I think we can make it in good time today. I don't have any stories. I don't have any stories today. I don't believe so. Now, let me say this because I had a few questions in my inbox about it. So for January 1st, good morning, Elias, how are you? For January 1st, we start our 14 days fasting, fasting for our new, whatever your new is, we're going to fast for it. We're going to petition the Lord concerning it and concerning our new year. Okay, so you're doing good. Okay, great, great. So for the first 14 days of 2026, we're going to be fasting. Now, if you have a medical condition and you're not able to skip a meal, from sunup to sundown, that's usually what I do. If you're not able to do that, if you're on medication, if you're seeing a doctor about a health condition, please make sure that you check with your healthcare provider before you start this journey with us. Okay, make sure that you're medically clear. If you're not able to avoid food from sunup to sundown, you're going to find something else that you're going to put up as a sacrifice. You're going to stay away from it from sunup till sundown for 14 days. Okay, so make that decision. What else can I sacrifice? What else is a pleasure of mine that I'm going to sacrifice from sunup till sundown for 14 days on this time of consecration? Okay, you got to make that decision. Maybe you're somebody else that you can't go the full sunup till sundown, but you can do half of the day, right? From like 6 to noon in your time zone. That's okay. If you're able to do that, you can do that as well. All right. So there are different variation because we all have different health conditions that we need to consider. So for the first 14 days, the teaching and handout in the Partners Portal on fasting is so informative. Awesome. Thank you so much for that. If there's any of you that want a bit of training on fasting before we start on January 1st, please let me know. I'll get you connected to my ministry portal so that you can get into the training. I do have a teaching on fasting inside of my ministry portal that you can get in. Go through the training, work through that worksheet. There's a worksheet that's connected to that as well. So you can have more information to prepare you for January 1st when we start our fasting. Okay. So if you want information or you want access to that fasting training inside of my ministry portal, just send me a message. Okay. So I can get you connected. You can get the training so you can prepare yourself well for this time of fasting. Okay, so this is the book that we're going to use for the first 14 days, Power to Break Cycles, Fasting for My New. So if there's some things in your life that's just been repeating itself, right? Every December you experience this thing and it has become a cycle in your life, or every summer, or this thing is just perpetuating throughout your family, throughout your bloodline, you can petition the Lord in a time of fasting for something new. Lord, shut down this cycle. I don't want to experience this. I don't want it passed on to those who are behind me, the generation behind me. Let's petition the Lord about these things, right? Let's break these cycles and fast for something new. Okay? So, this is the book that we're going to use for the first 14 days of January. Power to Break Cycles, Fasting for My New. Okay? So January 1st to the 14th, we're fasting. All right. If you need any additional information, hey, Uni, how are you? Just message me. Okay. Send me a message and I'll tell you how you can get the book. Good morning, Miriam. How are you? All right. So yeah, get the book so you can prepare. If you want that teaching again on fasting to prepare yourself, just send me a message. I'll give you access. Good morning, Keish. I'll give you access to my ministry portal so that you can get in, do the training, work through that worksheet, and be prepared for January 1st. Okay? All right. So we are on day 12 of our Mindset Reset Challenge. All 217 of you all, welcome. Good morning. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. Hit the follow button if you have not done so. I'm live here Mondays through Fridays, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time. You can join us right here, okay? It's an awesome way to get your day started. Going to send my video this weekend. Okay, great. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone that sent your videos over. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm a master life coach and mentor, user 572. All right, that's what I do. Good morning, Miss Rosa. How are you? All right, let's get into our read because I want to stay on time this morning. I really do. So I'm reading from the Global Bedroom Move. You can message me again if you want a copy of these materials that we're using for the challenge. Okay. Thank you, Hunter. Thank you. I appreciate you. Hey, Louise, you're welcome. You're very welcome. All right, so here we go. Day 12 of our Mindset Reset Challenge, and we're going to be on page 44 and page 45. Okay? Page 44, we're starting at the second paragraph. So page 44 and page 45. So you can pull up your page. And again, this is the book that we're reading from, okay? Page 44, page 45, and our focus today on day 12, Guardian of My Dream Life. Guardian of my dream life. You have to be, I can't say that loud enough. You have to be a guardian of your dream life. There are people who desire things, but they're not willing to do the work for it. And when you do the work, hey, Walter, how are you? And when you do the work for the life that you have been dreaming about, when you put all the sacrifices in, I want you to understand that you got to guard that thing. You have to. Okay? And I'm going to tell you why. Hey, Reginald, how are you? So, guardian of my dream life. I have to guard it. I have to. Some people will say, or I've heard people say, you're such a loner. You're such a loner. I have friends. I do. I have friends, but I'm very protective over the life that I have created because I put a lot of work in. I put a lot of sacrifice in, and I cannot just allow anybody and everybody to get access to it. Okay? Especially when it pertains to my peace of mind, my environment of peace. Like, I don't just allow everybody and anybody to come to my house. Like, no, I'll meet you at a restaurant. And again, it's not like, I'm not saying to act like you're better than anybody because I don't. I just want to protect the life that I have created. Okay? That's what it is. I have friends. I don't have a lot. My circle is very small. Okay? It's very small. But that's because I want to protect the life that I have created for myself. I want to protect it. And that's a boundary. And if you can't respect that, then I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I told somebody before, they asked for my address because they wanted to send me a birthday gift. And when I sent the address, I was like, please don't ever show up at my house unannounced. So I said to the person, don't ever do it. And guess what the person did? Showed up at my house. And guess what I did? Picked my bag up, got in my car, and I left. I told you to never show up. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. Okay? That birthday gift, I don't think I've ever touched it. Like, it's still, I just pulled it out the other day. I was moving some things around in my bedroom and I pulled it out. I was like, oh my God. I never used this gift. And this has been years ago, right? I never used that gift. But I told the person, I said, don't ever, before I sent the address, I said, don't ever show up at my house unannounced. Don't ever do that. I said it. And of course, the person showed up at my house. And let me tell you, no, I won't tell it because you'll think that I'm wrong for doing it. But I'm not wrong. The person drove very far. I mean, like 16, 18 hours they drove. But I told you, do not do that. I told you, don't do that. I'm sorry that you drove that far, but I told you, don't ever do that. And you crossed the boundary. And now there has to be consequences because I don't want you to think that it's okay to do that. I picked up my bag, got in my car, and I drove away. I left because I want to protect my sacred space. I want to. Okay, let's get into the read. I said I didn't have a story, and look at that. Before I even started reading, a story came up. Lord help. Lord help. Lord help. Yes, Aaron, I had to let them understand that there are consequences for doing this. Like, you just overstepped a boundary of mine. You just did. And I don't want you to think it's okay. All right? Because if I had stayed around and hung out with this person, they would have thought, oh, she's cool with it. I can do it again. No, you can't. No, you can't. Give them a chance. I was very clear before I sent the address. I said, don't ever show up at my house unannounced. Yes, there has to be consequences. Absolutely. I said it before I even sent the address. I said, don't ever show up at my house. Don't ever do that. And what I did from that point on, I went and got me a P.O. box. Oh, you got a gift you want to send me? Here's my P.O. box. I'll go to the post office and pick it up. I still have that P.O. box. I don't really use it, but just in case, I got a P.O. box. Okay? I got a P.O. box. So you got gifts you want to send me? It's going right to my P.O. box, right? Yes, Aaron. I got a P.O. box because we're not doing this again. Okay? We're not doing this again. All right. So here we go. Day 12. Me and these stories. All right. So day 12. And again, our focus today, guardian of my dream life. Guardian of my dream life. And here's what it says on page 44, the second paragraph. It says, as a discipline builder, or in our case with the challenge that we're going through, as an executive over our lives. That's what you would replace that with, right? As an executive, you must also be a guardian. One definition of guardian says this: one who is invested with power, charge, and obligation of taking care and managing. So it's up to you. Again, for those of you who are just coming in the room, our theme for 2026 is executive living. We're going to be that executive over our enterprise because you are an enterprise. You may not have a business, but your life itself is an enterprise. And if you can be an effective executive over it, you will get the results that you desire. So as the executive and as a guardian, right, you have been invested with power, charge, and obligation, right? of taking care of and managing. So managing your life well, managing your money well, managing your home well, okay? Managing. I love that word. It's an interesting concept. It is, but it works. So listen, once you get some traction in your life project that you're building, the dream life that you're building, once you get some traction in your project, everybody is going to have ideas, right? Everybody's going to have an idea. Oh, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Why don't you go here? Why don't you go there? Why don't you buy this? Why don't you buy that? Everybody's going to have an idea. They will try to tell you what and how you should do what you're doing. Even the ones who did not think it was possible. You told them, hey, I want to move here. I'm going to start a business. I'm going to write a book. They're like, no, you can't do that, right? So even the ones who did not think it was possible, yes, the one who told you it would never get off the ground, it wasn't possible, they will want to put their ideas in, especially them. Yes, Liz. Yes. And tell you what to do now that you have success, right? You locked in and you got your finances together and now you're in a stable place. And now they have all these ideas. Oh, why don't we just go spend a weekend here? Why don't we just go shopping here, right? They want to put their ideas in. Your business, you started the business even though they didn't believe in you. Now the business is picking up. It's doing good. Now they have all these ideas. Why don't you open a brick and mortar over here? Oh, I know this person. You should try to connect with them. All these ideas. Now that you're seeing some traction in what it is that you're building, the life that you're creating for yourself, they have all these ideas, right? But you got to watch out for them. And how do I know this? When I started out doing international ministry, right? International ministry work. When I began doing that and it started to show some fruit, connections were coming and things were looking up, right? The person who said to me that no one was listening to me, the one that said nothing good would come of it, right? Me being in the social media space, they told me nothing good would come of it. All of a sudden, they decided that they wanted to be partner in what I was building. And the boldness of people who said it wouldn't work to then come back and say, oh, I want to partner with you. Just a boldness. There was no apology of saying, hey, I'm sorry I doubted you. I'm sorry that I said it wouldn't work, right? There was none of that. It was, oh, I want to partner with you. Even making an offer. I can put some money into this. You can do this. You can do that. I've heard it, right? Even making an offer. They wanted to invest this amount and told me what I needed to do next to see more success in the thing that they said that it wouldn't work. Nobody's listening. Nobody, what are you doing? Why are you getting on live streams every morning? They wanted to invest. They knew the amount that they wanted to invest. They knew what I should do next to see some success in it. Yeah, no thanks, I'll pass. Absolutely. So here's an important key for you. Do not get sold on their offer. Don't get sold on it. Don't do it. Yes, it sounds good. Right? It sounds good. And in your initial phase of building the life that you desire and building the business or writing the book, whatever it is that you want to do for the new year, in the initial phase, you may feel like you need the help. You need the investor or you need the finances. You may feel like you need it. But even in a desperate situation, do not get sold on the ones who said it would never work. Okay? Don't get sold on their big promises and now they want to get in, now they want to help. Don't get sold on it. Okay? Even in your desperate situation, don't get sold. Don't. Trust God for the resources that you need. And that's what I had to do. I didn't have any big name. I didn't have anybody standing behind me. I didn't have a team. I didn't have any of that. It was just me and God. Okay, it was just me and God. So you're going to trust God for the resources that you need, because here's the thing. If you fall for it and allow the naysayers access to your dream life, your success that you're now experiencing, even at a minimal level, right? It may not be where you want it yet, but you can see that something is moving. You're gaining traction, right? Don't give them access to it. They will destroy it. They will destroy it. They will. Their motives may not be genuine. Absolutely, Aaron. Absolutely. Done courses, but still no clients. You got to get a mentor, my friend, Maverick. You got to get a mentor, somebody who's been where you're at. Okay? All right. So don't fall for it, because they will destroy what you're building. They will take credit for work they did not do. I promise you they will. They will take credit for work that they did not do. Some will bring up what they did for you when things don't go the way that they wanted. So now you've taken their money, put it into your building or into the business, into whatever it is that you're doing. You put it in there. Now things don't go the way that they want it to go. And now they're telling everybody, well, I did this, I invested this, I gave them this, I bailed them out of this. Right? I bailed them out of this, bailed them out of that. It will come. Yes, and they will be jealous of what it is that you're doing. So you got to have discernment. Man, you have to have discernment. All right? So when things don't happen the way that they want it to go, they will bring up, oh, I did this for you. Oh, I gave you this. Oh, I connected you to this one or that one. Now, you may want something to go one way, one direction, and they want it to go another direction. And there is so much confusion in the process that you end up hating the very thing that you built. It will get there. If you fall for their offer, so much conflict. There'll be so much conflict that you don't want to build anymore. You don't want to go. You don't want to do anything, because of the constant back and forth, and you want it this way and they want it that way. If they did not agree with the starting process, if they did not like, if they told you that it wasn't going to work, do not give them access, because conflict will arise, confusion will step in, and now you've given up on the life that you were so excited to build. The business that you were excited to build, the home that you were excited to get, because you let them in. All right? Because you let them in. All right? I have a business mentor. I've listened to her advice. Okay. Maverick, that's great. But if you're not getting results, you are free to move on to someone else that will get you results. Okay? Okay, my friend, make sure that you're implementing what they're instructing you. But if you're not getting results, you're always free to move on to someone else who will help you to get results. Okay? All right. So they will jeopardize your good name as well. They certainly will. They will jeopardize your good name. And more than likely, your building will come to a screeching halt. You no longer have the mood or in the mood to get up and build this business, to get up and write the book, to get up and start the organization, because there's so much confusion, so much conflict, because you got sold on their offer when they came back, or when they went back on their words that you wouldn't make it. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. You got to trust God in this rebuilding process. You have to build your empire on your own, be effective. Yes, absolutely, Teeks. Absolutely. You got to trust God, because once you let them in, you're opening the door for conflict. You're opening the door for confusion. They want to take credit for things that they did not do, right? The audacity. All right. So again, know that they will try to jeopardize your good name. More than likely, the building process will come to a screeching halt, because nothing grows in confusion. Nothing. Absolutely nothing grows in confusion. Or the finished product may never make it to distribution. So be very careful. You have to be the guardian over what God has entrusted you with. You have power, charge, and obligation to care for and manage this building project, building the life of your dream, that is. Okay? As you operate as an effective executive, you will see some success. You will see some success. Doors will open up, opportunities will come, but you have to guard the results that you get. Don't give everybody access. You can't do that. Okay? You cannot give everybody access, especially those who doubted what you're doing, what you're building. Don't. Okay? And they may come and say, well, I changed my mind about what I said. Things are happening good for you now. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. All right? Now, if you see that, okay, they have made some changes, you still don't have to open the door to let them into what you're building. You can offer them your service now that you've gotten experience on how to build and do things a certain way. You can say, well, if you want to build as well, I offer this service, and you're going to teach them what you have learned, but not give them access to your building. Okay, that's fine, because now it becomes a business transaction. Okay, all right. If you want to do that, because I've had in the past where, again, building is very hard. In the past, I've recognized a few individuals, and I said to them, hey, I'm doing this and I would like you to partner with me. I've done that, right? I'd like you to partner with me on this thing. And they will say, oh, I got to think about it. I have a lot of things on my hands. And then when I start to see success in the thing, they'll come back and say, hey, I wanted to take you up on this opportunity. This has happened in my life, right? I want to join on board with you. And at that point, it was too late. So my answer was no. I can teach you how to do it. You can hire me and I'll teach you how to do it. But as far as partnering is concerned, when I needed your partnership, you didn't want it. You didn't want it. So now that I've built and gotten to the level that I'm at, I don't think it's fair for you to now double back and say, hey, can I come on board now? No, I had to dig myself out or dig what it is that I'm building out of the ground on my own. I can't do that. I can teach you. You can hire me and I will teach you how to do what I did. But you missed out. I made you an offer and you said no. So it can work on either end. Somebody who said no, it won't work, told you up front, it won't work. They will come back and say, hey, now I want to partner with you. Now I want to invest, right? Now I want to invest. Be a guardian. If it's somebody that you recognize that they would add value, and you try to reach out and say, hey, I'm doing this, I would like to partner with you, and they give you some stories and then they try to come back when you're seeing success, I can teach you how to do it. You can hire me and I'll teach you how to do it. But I made the offer and from the beginning and you played with it. This is how we miss opportunities sometimes. Be careful playing around when somebody make you an offer, okay? All right? Okay. I know that I got back in the business. It will succeed. Yes, Maverick, I believe God for you. Absolutely. Protect your intellectual property organization. Yes. Yes, indeed. All right. So that's the read for today. Page 44 and page 45 of the Global Bedroom Move. All right. That's a read for today. Again, if you want a copy of this book, just message me and I'll get it to you. Now, let's fill out the journal. Let's fill out the journal together. Let's do that. Let's fill out the journal. Self, be a good servant, sir. Yes, Maverick, I love that. I love that for you. I love that for you. All right, so let's fill out the journal. So again, the focus for today, guardian of my dream life. You gotta guard it. promise you, as you apply yourself in 2026, you're going to see some amazing things start to happen in your life. And of course, people are going to come out the woodworks. It's like the stories that you hear about lottery winners. Like all of a sudden, all these cousins are coming about. You didn't know about these cousins before, and they win the lottery, and then all of a sudden these cousins are coming out the woodwork. Hey, I am your cousin from this side, from that place, from your grandma. All these cousins are coming out the woodwork. And if you get sold on that, bring them into your, because now you won the lottery, you have all of this money. Oh my God. Think of it like that. I still don't know you. Absolutely. Absolutely. You have to protect the life of your dream. Oh, thank you, Teeks. Love you too. You have to protect the life of your dream. You have to. All these cousins coming out the woodworks. Like, hey, I'm your third cousin from so and so and so and so. Okay. Where were you when I was struggling? We weren't cousins then? We weren't cousins then before this big deal came along. And one of the lessons that I've learned, I know I said I didn't have any stories, but Lord help me. One of the things that I watched, and I believe Tyler Perry was doing an interview with Oprah. I think it was. And he told about how he tried to help all of his family members and how draining that was, because there was no boundary, right? I know we have a big heart and we want to help everybody and we feel bad for people, but then you got to consider all of the work that you put in to get to where you're at, and they were just sitting down, just laissez-faire. You got to think about that. That will make you want to protect what you have, the life that you now have. Think about all the sacrifices that you had to make. And he talked about all of his shows that failed, right? 3 or 4 people showed up to his playwrights, his play, right? And now he's doing well. And he tried to save every cousin, every auntie, and it was so draining. So be very careful. You have to be a guardian. And it's not that you're not going to help people. I am all about service. I am all about service. But sometimes the best thing that you can do for someone is to teach them how you got to where you are. If you just decide, oh, I'm just going to fund it. Every time they come knocking, I'm going to give them money. You're spoiling them. You are. Sometimes the best thing that you can do is teach somebody how you got to where you're at. That is more valuable than handing them money. Okay? All right? That is more valuable. So if you have all these cousins that are coming out of the woodwork, when you hit that level of success, right? That level of stability that you've been trying to get to, the best thing you can do for them is to teach them how you got there. Okay? And if they get upset and be like, well, you have money. Why don't you just give me the money? Why are you telling me? That right there is telling you why you shouldn't give them the money. Okay? Don't let them play any guilt trip games on you. Well, remember you were this, and remember you used to be down like that, and remember, okay, this is the new me. This is the new me that is an executive over my life, and I have to make sure that the decisions that I make today will be profitable for this enterprise, which is your life, okay? You may not have a business, which is your life, to make sure that this enterprise is successful, is productive, is impactful, right? So it's not the same old me that you know from down the street. That don't let them play no tricks on your mind. Let's fill this thing out because the time is going. Let's fill it out. We have too much fun on here and the time just slips away. All right, let's do this. Let's fill out. So the top section, the big dream, to become an effective executive over our lives. So you're going to write that out on the first section. Okay. Yes. Thank you, Liz. To become an effective executive over my life. For the goal section, second portion, You're going to identify possible threats to the life that you're building. Is it that cousins will come out of the woodwork, right? Is it that somebody who didn't believe in you is now watching you and there's a chance that they could pop up and try to do something, say something, try to get in somehow? You got to be aware of that. So identify possible threats to the life that you are building. How will you protect each goal from this threat? All right. So maybe you need to put in place some financial safeguard. No, I'm not lending out money. And somebody said, you only lend out the amount of money that you can afford to lose. And that is so true. Okay. Because there's a 50% chance that you will never get it back. I know they say, oh, I'm going to give it back to you. I get paid next week. Only lend the amount of money that you can afford to lose. So you want to put some financial safeguard in place, right? If that is your focus for 2026. Some emotional boundaries. Very important. Okay. Boundaries around your possession. Told y'all, don't show up to my house unannounced. Put those boundaries in place. Okay, so the second section, you're going to identify possible threats to the life that you're building. Oh my, I did it. Oh, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So you're going to identify possible threats to the life that you're building. How will you protect these goals from the threat that you have identified? So putting in place financial safeguards, emotional boundaries, right? Boundaries around your possession. That's what it's going to look like. All right. All right. We are making sure that we guard this life that we're building, this life project that we're working on. We have to be a guardian over it. We have to. Okay. All right. Repeat. Okay. Great, great, great. Identify possible threats to the life that you're building. Identify possible threats to the life that you're building. So maybe you're in an environment where people just always wants to come and borrow. That's an example. What are you going to do in 2026? You know they always come in to borrow but never pay back. How are you going to protect? How are you going to protect your life that you're building? So much so that you get to the point where you're so frustrated because people keep borrowing and never bringing back. How are you going to protect your dream life against that? How? So identify possible threats to the life that you're building. How will you protect each goal from this threat? You got it? Okay, great. Awesome. So you're going to put in place financial safeguards, emotional barriers or boundaries, boundaries around your possession. Maybe you have this individual that always wants to come and drive your car, bring it back, no gas, it's not clean. In our dream life, we want to also protect our peace. Okay, this life that we're building, also want to protect our peace. So any activity that takes away that peace aspect of it, you got to put some boundaries up. Okay, people who are always calling you on the phone, and when they get on the phone, all they want to talk about is negativity. Safeguard your peace. Be the guardian over your life. Okay. All right. So our mindset mantra for today, and I got 4 minutes and then I got to get off here. We did good on time. So the mindset mantra for today, which is this third section here. Respect for your motivation. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. So here's the mindset mantra for today. I am a vigilant guardian over the life I want to live. I am a vigilant guardian over the life I want to live. Not what somebody told me I should live, but the life that I want to live. I don't want to have to worry about money, right? I don't want to have to be scared to go to the doctor because I don't have health insurance. I can't afford the medicine. So anything that is going to put me in a position where my money is funny, I don't have stability, anything that is going to affect that, I have to put some safeguards in place to make sure that is not my reality. Okay? That's what being an effective executive over your life looks like. And being a guardian You're safeguarding the life that you want to live. Okay? I work when I want to work. That you can dream for that. You can build that life, not just dream, but you can build that life where you work when you want to work, or you work because it's just something I love to do. Okay? You can absolutely live that life, but you have to be an effective executive over your life to get to that place. Okay? All right. So our mindset mantra for today, I know this challenge, this mindset challenge has been very heavy. I know that I may have stepped on some toes, but if we really want to change, if we really want to grow, you have to hear the hard thing. You have to. The very first coach that I hired, man, she was hard. She was hard, but I needed it. I needed it. I needed her to be hard. I needed her to knock that mindset that I had in the past out of me. So if you show up and you only want to hear the things that are sweet, the things that sound good, then this may not be the community for you. Sometimes you're going to hear stuff that steps on your toe. But as we grow and as we mature, you got to accept that I needed to hear that. I needed to hear that so that I don't keep messing up. I don't keep living a life that I don't want. Okay? So that is necessary for growth. It's absolutely necessary. I don't mean anybody any harm. I really don't. I promise you I don't. I just want us all to grow. There's still things that I'm working on with myself, and I share them with you all when I get on here. This is what I'm still struggling with, and I'm working on it. Okay? So I know this challenge has been hard, but it's important that we hear the hard stuff. It is. If we really want to grow, we have to hear the hard stuff. We have to. Love it? Okay, great. And not repeating the same mistakes. Yeah. I'm telling you, the first coach that I hired, that I invested in. I'm telling you, the first coach that I hired, that I invested in. She was hard. I mean, sometimes I felt like she was mean, but I needed that. I would not be who I am today if she wasn't that hard, right? I needed it. I promise you, this confidence that you see today, it would not be here if she wasn't that hard. Okay? All right. So again, the mindset mantra for today, then I've got to go. I'm way over my time. I'm a vigilant guardian over the life I want to live. Okay. All right. So again, if you want copies of these materials that we're using, message me the word books and I'll give you the instructions. Let's make some decrees and then I've got to go. All right. This has been good. You got to be a guardian. A part of being an executive is that you need to embody a guardian. I have to protect this. I have to protect the life that I'm building. I have to protect the success that I'm seeing in my life. I can't just now allow any and everybody to come in. I can't just allow random cousins from here and there to just drop in and, hey, can I hold this? Can I borrow this? I'll bring it back. I get paid next week. I love you, but I have some boundaries to make sure that I maintain the life that I worked so hard for. Okay? All right. Let's make some decrees and then I've got to go. Again, for those of you who want to work with me, you can message me the word mentor and I can help you to get enrolled in my mentorship program and we can start working on your goal. Yes, absolutely, Liz. Absolutely. All right. Thank you, Keish. All right. So here we go. Let's make some declarations. I'm going to decree for all of us and you're going to type in the comments. I agree with that. My friend, can you message me the word mentor? Because I won't be able to see your comment when I get off. So send it to me in a message. Okay. Send me a DM with the word mentor. Just like you put it in the comments, send it to me in a message. Okay. Maybe one day this platform will figure out how to keep the live streams on, or maybe that's just a strategy for them to keep people coming back. I don't know. But message me the word mentor instead of putting it in the comments. Let's make some decrees, and I've got to go. Here we go. I decree that the Lord is blessing us and keeping us in all our ways. I decree that his face and his favor is shining upon us and giving us peace. I decree that we're healthy and strong in body, mind, and spirit. I decree that we're well balanced in every area of our lives. I decree that we're blessed coming and going. I decree that our storehouse or savings, our check-in, our investment accounts are blessed with abundance and overflow. I decree that we're blessed with clear direction and a disciplined life. I decree that the rain of abundance, favor, and goodness is falling on us. I decree that we're blessed with success, with prosperity and provision. I decree that we walk in faith and expectancy with results. I decree that we're empowered to prosper in our walk with the Lord. I decree that God's grace is giving us speed and acceleration in all that we do. I decree things of great value is coming our way today. I decree that the Lord is amplifying our voices and perfecting our gifts. I decree that God is connecting us to great men and giving us strategic kingdom opportunities. I decree that we are victorious in life. That is how we program a productive and a successful day. So now our mindset and our intentions are set for today, and we understand that anything is possible. Anything is possible when you have the right mindset and the will to do what you say you're going to do. So put those plans in place, put those safeguards in place, because I promise you, you're going to see amazing success in the new year, but you also need to protect it. Don't give everybody access, okay? All right, so take the day on with faith and expectancy. Expect good things, expect answered prayers, expect promotion and increase. Yes, guardian of your life. Absolutely. Absolutely. So have an amazing day. We'll be back tomorrow for day 13 of our Mindset Reset Challenge. If you want to catch the replay for this, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm the Productivity Coach on YouTube. Get connected there. All of my videos are there. So even if you want to sit back and binge watch, you can do that to catch up. All right. Or you can find me on Facebook, Anika V. Brown, or Coach Anika V. Brown, to catch the replay for these streams. All right. Speak slowly. You're going to have to watch the replay and slow it down. When I get excited, I speak very fast. All right. But have a great day. For those of you, again, who wants to work with me, just message me the word mentor. Or if you have any questions, you can always message me. Have a great day. Thank you, Miss Rosa. Have a great day. I'll see you all in the morning.